Hey, what's up, bro?
Bro, I'm calm, dude. Today's been, the last week has been an eventful week, bro. Our boy, the greatest mixed martial artist of all time, Khabib Nurmagomedov, extended his professional
one
record.
of the greatest. One of the greatest.
No.
One of the greatest.
The greatest. Okay, but dude,
Here's my thing, right?
Who's your
Here's
goat?
why I didn't expect. Let me tell you. Here's why I didn't expect that retirement. Because first of all, Khabib throughout his UFC career has banged on about 30. The big 3-0, 30-0, 30-0, 30-0, 30-0. Now 29-0, and he retires. First of all, right?
Yeah.
Cool. So he didn't reach the big 30-0.
Yeah.
And number two, he made some promises that he didn't live up to, because he said, "I'll fight whoever beats Poirier." Right? Now, strategically, Conor goes.
No.
Come again?
Nah, I don't think he would ever fight Conor, dude. I really don't think he would ever fight Conor.
I don't think it's about Conor. No, I don't think. Forget Conor. But man said, I'm just pointing out what man said. Man said, "I'll fight whoever beats Poirier," right? Even if it wasn't Conor, like, he still put that out there, right? Also, he said he'd be interested in fighting GSP.
That's
because obviously
GSP.
GSP is the GOAT. Like, GSP is GOATed right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, no,
so
100.
Like, I feel like in order to like proper, like, so that it's not even an argument, because I think right now it's an argument. But if Khabib beats GSP, it's not an argument anymore. You know what I'm saying? That just kills the argument. Khabib is the best, is the greatest of all time. That's it. You know.
No, I hear you.
So the fact that he still hasn't gone and done that, he'd retired before. I thought he was gonna make that his 30th fight, and I think you thought the same, because you were banging on about how you need Khabib to win this so that he can fight GSP. We all wanted that. We wanted Khabib to beat Gaethje and then get the GSP fight, beat GSP. Then there's no argument. Not even John Jones can stand in the way of that. 30-0 beats the greatest of all time. Come on, you know. But now that he retired, before actually doing that, you can put up an argument as to why he's not quite yet the greatest of all time, and why John might be, or why GSP might be.
I hear you. My only concern comes in where I look at, like, both of the guys' careers. Like, you can't deny an undefeated champion, like, bro. And it's not just anything. It's 29-0. Like, GSP, granted, GSP has lost, and every single loss he's avenged. You know what I'm saying? So he's gone on to fight them again, and he's beaten them. That's good on his part. I give him credit for that, right? But, like, Khabib has never been in that situation where he has to fight somebody again because it looked, even within his fights, bro, he's never lost. I think they pulled out the stats, he's only lost one round in his whole career. And I look at it and he's
lost one round in his whole career.
Exactly, dude. And that means that every single fight, if it was decision, it was unanimous decision. If he lost the round, I think in the fight he lost the round, he'd finish the opponent. Finishing somebody is decisive. It's done, bro. Like, there's nothing that you can say.
He's never lost. Yeah. Like, literally, even in the fights, listen, because they went and checked the record. Even in the fights where he did finish the opponent, he never lost the round.
Exactly,
so,
bro.
For example, that Conor fight, he didn't lose a round. The Justin, no, he's lost one round, and even that was debatable. Because that round could have gone either way. They just gave it to the other guy. But, like, many people, including Justin Gaethje, who said this at the press conference, actually, the pre-fight conference, said that people say it's 1, but really it's 0.
Exactly, bro. Dude, bro, you know what the worst thing is? People are actually competing to be the guy to beat Khabib in a round. Do you know how dominant of a champion you must have been, or of a fighter, for you to just say, I at least just want to win a round?
The argument is like, because with John Jones, obviously the argument is like, did he win or did he lose that fight? There's that fight. There's that one in his record, that one loss in his record. And obviously everybody, the big debate is that, but most MMA fans will agree that he didn't actually lose that.
No, he didn't. He didn't, because it was the Steve Mazzagatti, dude. That ref literally messed up.
Steve is just a clown, bro.
Yeah,
but anyway, so obviously John is kind of goated, but the argument in his career is like, did he win or did he lose that fight?
Yeah.
With Khabib, the argument in his career is, did he win or did he lose that round?
That round, exactly,
That's incredible, dude.
Exactly,
that is freaking incredible,
dude.
That is incredible.
That's why I'm saying that, like, and he's really is an international athlete. Like Dana White literally said.
Like
Dana White literally said.
The number of people who tuned into that fight yesterday was ridiculous, bro.
Basketball players
were watching that fight.
Basketball players were tweeting about Khabib. Bro, Chunks, one of my favorite influencers from England.
I don't know if you saw this, but Daniel Ricciardo, we're recording this on Sunday morning. Daniel Ricciardo is racing today at 10 minutes past 3. Last night he was up watching Khabib and tweeting. He tweeted, he's like, good fight, good pre-race, what. Bro, everybody was watching this fight. That man is a mega star. And I'll tell you what, nobody likes to hear this because everybody loves Khabib, but McGregor made Khabib who he is.
I have to agree.
If that fight didn't become what it became with the whole jumping over the cage and all of the trash talk and all that stuff, Khabib wouldn't have become who he became. McGregor would still be McGregor because McGregor went on to fight. McGregor fought freaking Floyd Mayweather. McGregor would still be McGregor. Khabib would not be Khabib.
Look, I feel like I agree in the sense of Conor gave him the spotlight, but he ran, but Khabib ran with it well, being a dominant champion. Bro. Yeah. Because if we're being honest, like Conor, I love Conor, but Conor for me, Conor is all talk, right? And then when it comes to actually like fighting guys that are really high caliber, he can lose. I honestly think that his next fight against Dustin Poirier, I'm really worried about that. But now looking at Khabib, Khabib is a guy that didn't talk, but he's a dominant champion, and I think that's what got people really and Conor brought out the best in Khabib in the sense of that anger. You know what I'm saying? You know that scuffle at the end of it, bro. That was when we knew.
The thing is, we love a winner, right?
Yeah.
As human beings, as fans, we love a winner, and that's why we love Khabib. Because Khabib, when he goes into the ring, it's guaranteed. Like you and the other Joel was so nervous yesterday.
Dude, I was so nervous.
I was not nervous at all. I knew he was gonna win it.
Yeah.
I just didn't know how. I was like, is it gonna be a choke, ground and pound? Is it going to be 5 rounds? I didn't know how he was gonna win. But I knew for a fact that Khabib will not win. I mean, Khabib will not lose. I knew that for a fact, because that's just Khabib. Khabib is so dominant. Like you have no doubt in your mind that this guy will win. And with McGregor, it's a bit different because McGregor can be. He's not immortal. He's definitely susceptible to defeat.
You see a lot of holes. You see holes in his game, especially his ground game. You can see that he's even been out. Like, he can be outlanded when he's hella tired and he's gassed. Whereas Khabib doesn't get tired, man. Like, you get tired from fighting Khabib. Dude, it's
but
insane.
let's not forget that Dustin Poirier versus McGregor is actually not their first fight. It's a second fight, and McGregor won the. McGregor won the first one. McGregor has gone through people, bro. Who at the time weren't even like. I mean, he beat Max Holloway. Max Holloway went on to become a champ in it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So let's just still, as much as McGregor is not, he has his weaknesses. Let's still respect him because man has not only fought wars, like man has not only obviously become champ and done all that he's done, but he's also did it while going through a really strong division.
No, definitely, dude. Look, if there's one thing that I've always maintained is that Conor's striking is absolutely impeccable, and when he faces a striker, somebody that doesn't take, like Dustin, against the fight against Dustin, I don't see Dustin winning because Conor has always been elite when it comes to his striking. But if this fight goes to the ground, right, then I'm a little bit worried. But I doubt these guys like Justin Gaethje, these guys keep the fight standing up. I don't believe that they'll ever try to take the fight to the ground with Conor. I feel like they have too much pride. They have too much pride.
Yeah, sorry, come again. My mom just made me aware of. I unplugged the Wi-Fi.
No worries. But yeah, no, that's how it is, bro. Recording. Sorry?
I was saying don't stop the recording. We're good.
But yeah, that's how it is, bro.
Like Yeah, it makes things exciting. But like
Yeah,
I was saying, like I said this on the group chat yesterday, and the thing is, right? People, and I love Khabib as well. Like I said, we all love a fighter. I mean, we all love a winner. But people, it was emotional and all that stuff. But the reality of the situation is that he will be back. He will be. Like I said this on the group chat yesterday, and I was like, if GSP says jump, Khabib will say how high.
No,
He will say how high.
Understand the situation, bro.
I understand. Of course, like it was like emotional and all that stuff.
And
Khabib and I get
keeps
that.
his word, bro. Hey, Khabib keeps his word, bro.
No.
There's one thing.
Khabib keeps his. But no. If he says, okay, but he did say this is my last fight in the UFC. Nah, dude. I don't buy it. He's still, first of all, that 30-0 is still lingering there.
Yeah.
And then again, the fact that he's disputed. He's not the undisputed greatest of all time. You know, he's the undisputed pound for pound right now. But he's not the undisputed 100% undisputed pound for pound in terms of the active. Of all the active fighters right now, okay, he's not active anymore, but like of the active fast fighters right now, Khabib is by far and I wanted to say this, Usman, right? Usman is a winner, but he has not gone to the heights of Khabib. Has Usman even lost? Has Usman lost?
Yeah,
he's undefeated,
lost. No, he has lost one fight. Outside of the UFC though. Outside of the UFC. So UFC he's undefeated, right? He's undefeated.
And you see the way he beats his opponents. He dominates, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He's maybe obviously not as much as Khabib, but he's also a dominant champ.
Yeah.
But he's not got what Khabib has, and that's purely because he didn't have McGregor.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I hear what you're saying. But like I feel like fighting McGregor now is not even like if you fight and beat McGregor now, it's not as big as it was when Khabib fought McGregor. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
that was peak.
McGregor was peak McGregor. Right now, McGregor is what the McGregor that shoulder finished cowboy. Come on, it's not that deep.
No. If I'm being honest, that was very calculated on his part. That's why I'm saying that the fight against Dustin needs to be careful. Like Conor is not somebody that you can just walk over. Just because you see Conor in the limelight now, having proper 12, drinking his whiskey, stuff like that, you think that he's just not gonna come in and actually outstrike you. That's why I'm saying if Dustin has a training camp, it must be a full wrestling training camp. But yeah, bro, like I mean, there's been so many like highlights when it comes to like UFC and a lot that's going in like mixed martial arts and boxing world and everything. And you know a lot of drama. You know, these guys, they, you know, there's the the actual fighting, and there's also the entertainment factor and everything. But these guys have personal lives as well, bro. And I realized that like you posted something in relation to Khabib and everything.
Yeah.
It seemed like it was amazing to kind of see him retire and everything. But the song that you selected was a song titled "The Greatest in the World," the world's greatest, by R Kelly.
Yeah, the greatest R Kelly. Yeah,
bro.
Yeah, what a banger, bro.
Dude, that song is such a jam. But I can only
actually have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you support the cancelling of R Kelly? Because obviously there's like a whole lot of people. In fact, there are people that would like have you just for like putting, because what happened was I posted an Instagram, I reposted UFC's post on my story, and then I used the music thing and I added R Kelly. People will have you just for doing that, you know, because he's cancelled, you know. So how do you what's your stand on that?
My chat is this, like to put it simply, I need you guys, I need people to understand that like I will never advocate for somebody that does that. I mean, like, first of all, like he sexually abused, I would say, minors and also women, that are of age. You get what I'm saying? Like he sexually assaulted. The way, like I heard details of what happened, and I'm truly disgusted in what he's done. Yeah. But I'd also be an idiot to believe that during the times that I didn't know about this stuff, I enjoyed his music thoroughly. Like I I can't deny that I love Same Girl by him and Usher. Like I can't deny that. I can't say that like when I listen to that jam is a banger. You get what I'm saying? Or what's it called? What's that other song that like everybody knows? Dude, that one song. Oh no, sorry. I'm thinking of what's he called? P Diddy. I was thinking that P Diddy was thinking.
I believe I can fly.
You see, but yeah, you get what I'm saying exactly. And Ignition, bro. Like, I mean, it's all these songs are bangers. You get what I'm saying, and I can't deny that. But now my chat is, do you, for like, how do I put it? Do you like not listen to anything that somebody does, or like just disregard everything that person has done because of what he's done, and what he's done is terrible. Like I said, like what he's done is absolutely terrible. But I look at it and I'm just there like, wow, like what do I do? Like, do I?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's. I feel like a lot of us are kind of cross between that. But once again, like I said, I can't deny you. Nobody can deny if you enjoyed R. Kelly. You can't say that I unenjoy him now. You get what I'm saying? If the song is a bop, the song is a bop, regardless of who the person is.
So you'll still go and listen to the music.
Well, if I wouldn't like go out of my way, right? But like I said, like right now, I wouldn't go out of my way to listen to R. Kelly, and I've never really been that type of person.
So you wouldn't go and add his essential playlist on your Apple Music library? Yo, dude,
it's very hard because, okay, look, here's the thing. R. Kelly has jams, man, and that song, when I listened to it, I was like, wow, that song is a jam. So I will say is this: as soon as I heard it, I added it to my playlist and I listened. I enjoyed it. It was good. It was good because it made me think about good times. But it just comes down to the chat of, bro, and I've actually been speaking about this, like there's this one guy, I'm not sure if you heard lately, there's, you know, the Outsurance guy in South Africa, that guy.
Bro, I was not going to bring that out.
Exactly.
I was not going to bring that out.
Exactly.
Thing is, right, with the Outsurance guy, oh man, I don't know. All of this stuff, right, you'll find me asking more questions than I actually speak because I want to learn. I want to learn more than anything. Same. Because before I actually formulate any sort of opinion, I wanna like get to understand different viewpoints of the situation. Because like, while like maybe I'm just seeing it from the guy's perspective and I'm not considering the female's perspective and how it affects them and all that stuff. But R. Kelly's incarcerated right now, correct?
Yes, and
so is it? Yeah, rightfully so, 100%. What he did to those, I watched the docu-series on, well, I forgot what it's called, but yeah, Surviving R Kelly, R Kelly, and so I heard what those women said that he did, and I believe all of them, obviously.
Every single last
and
one
it's just 100%. So the things that he did were absolutely vile, bruv.
Yeah.
And he 100% deserves to. I don't even think he deserves to leave prison.
Yeah.
No, but should that not be his punishment? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, for me, from where I stand, I say incarceration. Let that be his punishment.
Yeah.
Because
I want him to get. Like, I want him to get.
Maybe I'm looking at it. Maybe I'm making excuses. Oh yeah. I want him to be actually, I don't know. Honestly, he can have life. Honestly, someone who did that kind of stuff, he can have life in prison.
I don't mind. I don't mind life in prison, but I just want within his life in prison, like it mustn't just be a punishment. It must be rehabilitation, because I feel like that's the focus, guys.
Yeah.
Like, you know, when it comes to people going to jail, like I want, if you're doing 5 years in jail, in those 5 years you must rehabilitate yourself so that when you come back to society you can actually act right. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree. I wanted to say that with like, I feel like let that be, maybe I'm just making excuses so I can listen to his music, because I also love some of his music.
Yeah.
But like, for example, his kids, right?
Yeah.
Don't his royalties go to his kids and all that stuff? And maybe
I think I really don't know how the royalties work, and especially because like look, here's the thing, to spite R. Kelly, right? I would bootleg his music. Okay, like to spite him, I would bootleg his music so that I can like kind of feel good about myself, in that regard. But like, as we're talking about the Outsurance guy and everything, like that whole drama. One of the things that I've said, and it's very similar in terms of perspective. Okay, so one perspective that I've had, and guys, to the people listening to this, you guys might not agree with me, and it's okay, but if you really don't agree with me, drop down in the comment section and actually just like try to educate me. Like I don't want like any real backlash. Like this is just my perspective because of how I think, okay? And please hear me out. So that Outsurance guy, he cheated, number one, and number two, there's also a case of abuse and stuff like that, right? Now my chat is this, like society has a thing of, okay, let's just cancel the people, let's just strip them of their jobs, of all of this and that. My chat is this, guys, like remember that there's a lot of people that are impacted from somebody not having food on the table. Like his kids are going to be impacted, and a bunch of other people. So I'm just saying that as much as we should cancel him and keep him accountable for his actions, I feel like we need to consider we can't make that decision as the company. The company itself needs to make that decision.
I don't think we should cancel him though.
Sorry?
I don't think we should cancel him. My whole I'm fully against like this I'm fully against. I'm fully against cancel culture. This whole thing of like, cancel from society, go into we're shunning you, go into the I don't know, bro. Like I'm fully against that because personally I've made mistakes in my life, bro. And and I'll even go as far to say I've made mistakes that I've repeated. You know what I'm saying? So if someone makes like a mistake and it's a big mistake, and the only difference between their mistake and my mistake is that maybe it's the same mistake, but maybe there has more dire consequences in terms of, like, for example, his wife is now has an STD, for example, and he's gone and lost his job. Now obviously my whatever mistake I could make wouldn't have those consequences because I don't have a wife, I don't have a job. But at the end of the day, we've gone and made the same mistake. He's just in the limelight as well, bro. So it's but at the end of the day, it is a mistake, right? So what I feel like we should, as a society, the goal should always be to rehabilitate someone, like you said, to educate them. Make sure, try as much as possible to make sure that Mans doesn't make the same mistakes again. Obviously, there's only so much that we can do, and it's mostly about him actually wanting to do that. But this thing of cancel, no, let him lose his job, bro. Let him.
Like, who does that?
I'm not sure about that.
That's the thing that aggravates me the most, because I'm just there like, if I always just say this, especially in this situation, I'm just there like, if you want him to lose his job because of him cheating, nah, then I think that you're not being reasonable in this case. If you want him to lose his job because he's abused a woman, then I will advocate for that, because I'm against gender-based violence. And if the company policy also is against it, right, then it makes sense. But my chat is this: if you are saying just because this man cheated, right, we're gonna fire him, I'm not advocating for cheating whatsoever, nah, but I'm like, fine, bet, if that's the case, then please fire each and every single person that has ever cheated that has a job, right? And can I tell you something? The unemployment rate will go so high in South Africa. We need to hold more people accountable when it comes to that. But we're so lenient when it comes to that. Even, I'm pretty sure, like you listening to this right now, I don't know whether you've cheated or not, I hope that you haven't, right? But I'm just saying, I'm pretty sure you know somebody who has cheated or who has fallen astray and they still have the job that they have, you know? If it's about 100%. The abuse, then hundreds. If it's about the abuse, then I 110% agree. But like, if it's just about, oh, he did something bad, let's cancel him.
I would have family that would lose their jobs, dude, if we just fired everybody who cheated. You know what I'm saying? Like, God knows, I might not be supported anymore if everybody who's cheating. So then, like, I'm not about that. I'm not about that. Like, and I saw a tweet that was like, men think that losing your reputation, your reputation being tarnished is equivalent to your life being ruined. It's so nice being a man in this society. And for me, it's not like his reputation. It's not about his reputation. His reputation is tarnished. he's a cheater now, and he deserves that, right?
Yes, yeah.
For 100. Me, it's not as much about his reputation as much as it is about his career.
Yes.
Okay, obviously this is because the abuse allegations are being investigated and all that stuff. So I'm not going to speak on that right now. I'm going to speak on what we know for a fact and what he confessed to, which is cheating.
Yes.
And so with the cheating, he, like, I feel like it's about his career.
Yes.
It's not about his reputation. It's about his career. You ruin a man's career. What is he left to do? You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it's not like, I'll just start over, go to university, learn a new degree, do a new degree, go into another workspace. It doesn't work like that. Dude. He is still Katlego, the Outsurance guy.
Yeah.
He's you know what I'm saying?
It
doesn't work. Dude. People just think just like,
you start a new life.
Start all over. Start from the bottom. There is no bottom to start from. Your career has just been like.
Exactly, and especially when like society has already decided for you, like, hey yo, we're done with you, and I'm still like, guy, like, what the hell, like, can I not, like, and that's why I'm saying that, like, you know, that's why I'm happy that, like, I'm religious in that case, like, well, I have a relationship with God in that case, like, especially understanding the story where Jesus literally comes out and says, he who's without sin cast the first stone. I'm just there like, man, guys, like, y'all are acting as if all of us are bare not sinners, like we're not doing mad things behind closed doors, doing like lying, doing all this other stuff, but you're out here pointing fingers left, right, center, doing this. And I'm not saying that we need to forgive him immediately, but the way you're trashing him is a way that doesn't even give him an opportunity to rehabilitate himself. I'm happy that society has literally said, hey, listen, he needs to be held accountable. But you know what the worst thing is about society? They literally say, oh, he needs to be held accountable for his actions. But those same people that are shouting and actually taking the responsibility of calling him out are not the same people that are also taking the responsibility to rehabilitate him. And I think that is messed, bro. If you're gonna talk nonsense to me and tell me I'm doing something wrong, then help me get up.
Help me get up, 100%. I feel like as much as we must, I feel like society likes, you have to give people second chances. Dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody deserves a second chance. And I say deserves because whoever you are watching this right now, in some shape, way or form, at some point in your life, you've been given a second chance. Yeah. Because you made a mistake. And who are you then? Like you said, the Bible reference was amazing. The fact that Jesus said to everybody who was trying to stone the woman for committing adultery, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. They were about to stone her to death. He was like, okay, away. We're stoning her. The one who doesn't have a sin, the one who has no sin to their name, cast the first stone. You know, and they all just put their stones down and walked away. Right now, you freaking fetching Katlego. He's I don't know his surname, but I believe his name is Katlego. Yeah. If you're like bashing Katlego for making the mistake that he did and cheating on his wife, you must cast the first stone if you are sinless. And I'm not even talking about cheating. I'm not talking about. Just if you are sinless, if you have done no wrong, then go on ahead, cast the first stone. And bro, listen, I just want to reiterate, to anybody watching this, we're not advocating for cheating at all,
Not at all. Like I said, yes, we're just upset at the fact that, number one, I don't mind that you reprimand someone for doing something wrong. My problem is, if you act as if you have not been, haven't sinned, right? And you're like, you don't give room for somebody to rehabilitate themselves, right? Yes. Then you yourself, you are wrong in your regard. You have no point.
You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of that parable in the Bible where there's a king who there's a servant, right, who owes his king, his master, like billions of rands in today's money, right? Owes him billions of rands. And the king is like, I want my money, and the servant is like, please, I won't be able to pay you back. Please just forgive me. And like pretty much wipe it. And the king is like, fine, you're forgiven, walk away, right? 2.5 seconds later, that servant goes to his servant, because servants had servants. So he goes to his servant who owed him money, and he goes pretty much roughs him up for owing him 10K. 10,000 rand, you know what I'm saying? He goes and roughs him up like, where's my money, you know what I'm saying? And he's like proper, and he won't forgive. So, and obviously when the king finds out about this, he's absolutely infuriated, and I think that's like pretty much what's happening here.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, we've all in some way, shape or form at some point in our lives, whether you're Christian or not, been forgiven. Like I as a Christian, I'll refer it to God, right? And even if you're not Christian, God's forgiven you too. But
exactly. No, legit. Like bet hundreds. He has
100%. But not for not being Christian, but I digress. Listen, I'll refer to like my relationship with God. He's forgiven me so many times, right? So if I'm gonna go and like, if someone makes a mistake, I refuse to forgive them, then like,
dude,
what is that? You know what I'm saying? I can't even like offer to someone else of a fraction of what God has offered to me.
Exactly.
That's ridiculous, man.
It is, dude, and that's the thing. That's why, like I said, like I 110% agree with you with cancel culture, because I would have been for cancel culture if they said cancel culture, like you kind of tell the person, okay, look, you need to sit back and actually think about what you've done, said, whatever, but we're also going to give you room to rehabilitate. I think I've been saying this, but like, as I said, you know, like that's the point that I'm trying to make, guys. Like, yo, if you're gonna point fingers, at least allow the person. If you're gonna point fingers, forgive and allow the person to grow. Point 100%. made. Point made.
Yeah. Listen, this podcast has been absolutely amazing, from UFC to Outsurance.
Special plug. Hey, bro, we should get like sponsors, dude.
We should get sponsored, bro, by all these organizations. But it's been an amazing experience. You know where to find us: Lefogram, Joao Miruo, Sevenfold Studios, just so that you can engage with us for future podcasts. It's been an amazing experience, and until next time, keep doing the most with the Most High.